My name is Suzgo Simfukwe. I'm the Programs Manager at Advocacy for Child Justice, and I'm grateful for the opportunity of having been able to facilitate in this amazing workshop under the umbrella of the National Child Rights Forum, which is a consortium of almost 25 civil society organizations in Zambia that work towards the promotion and protection of children's rights. This workshop is really one that brings together different stakeholders that work with children. And so we're looking at the parents and the guardians, we're looking at the teachers, we're looking at civil society organizations that work around promoting and protecting children's rights in the country. We're looking at community members and various other stakeholders, religious actors, and as well as traditional leaders. So the whole idea of bringing these people in one space is to make sure that we lay a good foundation so that they have a common understanding of the history of children's rights, and so that we can dispel all the myths around children's rights coming to disrupt the African culture, children's rights, making children disobedient and stuff like that. As a facilitator, I really just endeavored to provide a background so that the stakeholders understand where we're coming from, why we have to speak about children's rights and ensure that they are promoted and protected in our country. So we just looked at, the atrocities and the violations of children's rights that have been there, throughout history, which led to different states around the world seeing the need to come up with universal standards of behavior around children, standards of how states were going to ensure that they provide an enabling environment for children to know their rights, understand them, and also enjoy them by the state fulfilling their obligations in terms of making sure that there are systems and procedures, there are laws and policies that are legally binding to ensure that children's rights are realized. So it was interesting to actually hear the different contributions that the various stakeholders had, because we were looking at the 4 core principles of children's rights, being the principle of non-discrimination, the principle of what is in the best interest of the children, also the right to life, survival and development, and respect for the views of the child. So we had stakeholders just bringing to the table from the different spheres that they come, how they ensure that these principles are being upheld in the schools. For instance, there was a mention of there being child rights clubs and children's councils as a way of promoting participation of children and also to ensure that the voices of the children are being heard. It's very important for us to continue having these discussions around children's rights and making sure that everybody understands that children's rights are actually human rights and they cannot be taken away from them, and we must make sure that as adults, because we have the duty of care over the children, we have to make sure that we come together, see how we can collaborate to make an enabling environment for children's rights to be promoted and for children to thrive and develop properly.